And I know we're here actually to honor the first 30 under 30. Congratulations to the recipients of that award. I think this organization does an absolutely important job. I actually went online and read the mission, and, to serve the social and professional needs of young energy finance professionals. And I actually think there's an important opportunity to actually collaborate and share ideas that comes out of an association like this. When I asked what should the topic be for this evening, and interestingly, I asked a couple of folks in the audience, what would you speak to? Trends in the industry, emerging technologies, what is the perspective on the tax situation going forward? How about this administration? And all I could think of was, all of you collectively could educate me on all of those questions. I've got my own sense of what's going on. As a banker, having worked in the energy arena for many years, I would never have guessed that absolutely everything having to do with power generation in this country is in play. It's mind-boggling. So, you have a Talon and a Calpine and a Dynegy and an NRG and S-Power and Terraform and 8.3. I mean, energy renewables in play. It is just extraordinary. And a lot of it is actually being driven by an important dynamic that you're all cognizant of, and that is that the demand side of the supply-demand equation around power has not kept up its side of the bargain. So where you had 3% real growth in demand the whole time I was practicing investment banking in power, now that just doesn't exist. And what you're finding is, a very competitive supply equation with gas-fired generation actually providing a cost competitiveness that actually dictates the way we put money to work in the space. So I think the long story and the short story is you've got a lot to pay attention to. We're at a real inflection point in power. There's a lot in play. What businesses are going to make it, what businesses have the right formula, what don't, which don't, I think is an extraordinarily important question that will be answered by all of you. What I